on her like music, but she did something different. She brought life to this teenagers, and when we said we didn't have enough kids to come to a cheer camp, she brought a little brother and a little sister who were more than happy. So each of you are a prayer to me what I pray for, a blessing to me that I ask for. And so if you ask Dr. Barstow about blessings, when she chose a college, she decided she would throw up a book in the air. A book that she got for 25 cents a day. Because back in the day, we didn't have internet. And she chose a college which was called Chico State. And she asked God for guidance, pointed on Chico State, and guess what? Within a year, her family, who was a military family, moved within miles, hundreds of miles from Chico State. That's a blessing, and each of you are my blessing. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Each game that you cheered, the amount of energy you brought to us, what's amazing is all of you said it. Kids who came to our camps are kids who still run up to us and hug us and love us. Right? They'll completely tell us what we meant to them and what we do to them. Right? It's the most amazing thing. And even though sometimes we got in a fight, the biggest joy you brought to me was seeing you on television news. And when you were a leader for the entire state of the legislature, we cheered for you. And we were so happy. And so even though you said, I'm not too sure if anybody watched, we were watching. And so when Channel 7 had you on the news, we all cheered for you. And so even though you cheered for sports teams, we cheered for you because you're doing something that was up. I'll never forget any single one of you. But the one person I'll never forget is Dr. Barstow, because she allowed us to bring a team on that nobody thought could happen. 2 universities in the state flat. There's no way a cheer team's going to make it in Espanola. We can't make it in Portales, and we can't make it in Las Vegas, and we've tried for years, and we can't make it in Leon. You're probably not going to make it, so give it a few years, and maybe in a few years you'll make it. You guys, in 1 year, we made it. And we doubled for our second year. And what's more amazing is the University of Wyoming is leaving you more than halfway to offer you a camp. Everyone's asked that you be their little sister school. So to be a little sister school to a University of Wyoming, when the University of New Mexico didn't offer that, or New Mexico State University, how amazing is that a state that's 2 states away is cheering you on? So today, I'm going to bless you with something because you've been a blessing to me. So each of you will receive a Letterman sweater because you made history. The very first cheer team, my friends. My dad was somebody who was a member of the normal school. The normal school was supposed to make Hispanics feel like they were normal and not speak Spanish anymore. So they tried to make them just speak English and become teachers, and so my dad wasn't for that. And neither was his family. My grandfather, who was a janitor, moved his family to Espanol because he thought there was nothing unnormal about them. But he wanted them to go to Espanol Valley High School. And it was Espanol High School. And my dad played baseball. My mom used to come from Pecos High School and said the cutest boys around her from Espanol. Little did she know she married a guy from Espanol. So what's funny is in the 60s and 70s, they then marched against a community college because they thought they were more than a community college. They went to normal school and they deserved more than being a community college. Years later, that happened, my friends. And my dad became a janitor at the community college. I was so happy every time he'd erase a chalkboard or he'd talk about what happened there. But guess what's most amazing? Is that his son would become a first cheer coach and a band had a degree and he was influenced all of you. Because it doesn't matter about a trophy that we take because we don't compete. What matters is that you guys each earn your degree and become productive members of society. And I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And you're going to set fire on people that you meet, and I can't wait to see that. So, I want to give you guys your gifts, but my first gift goes to Dr. Barstow, a woman whose prayer in her youth led her to college, led her to a doctorate degree, and God led her right here. And I completely believe that. Okay. So, Dr. Barstow, yes. You yourself. Wow. Are a letter. So you're a letter too. And so I want to put this on you. Wow. And I hope that every event you go to, I hope that at every
I
event you
will
go
wear
to,
it.
you wear this letterman with pride.
I will.
And so this letterman has the capital N for
As
Northern.
long as I don't have to jump.
No, you don't have to jump.
Thank you.
Has the capital N for Northern and your varsity stripes. She's an honorary member of the Spirit
Oh,
program.
thank you.
That's nice.
So I hope you wear it.
I am. Just you wait. I don't know how many presidents get a sweater.
But cheers.
I'm going to pick at the Highlands and the Easter.
So my first one goes to a guy who came around with a girl I thought was going to be his future wife. A guy who would always say, "What are you guys doing?" during the summer. And we'd say, we're practicing because we're a cheer team. And he'd say, "Oh, I was a mascot in high school." "Do you need a mascot?" "Of course I need a mascot." So Evan Villalobos, you have been a tremendous asset to this team, and I'm completely excited to be part of it.
Great mascot.
And you are also the
Wow.
We had no idea what we were going to do without a flyer. We thought, what are we going to do? Billy, squeeze. Please, we're going to take it. But by the grace of God, Regina Zamora joined our team, and for that conference tournament, we looked like a complete professional team with Regina. So Regina, you don't only get an award, you're also one of our Jasmine is the girl who, during part of our practice, she would say, "I'm going to take a conference call because there's this internship program I'm going to do, but I'll learn the dance." Jasmine, how are you going to learn the dance? So she had the Bluetooth in her ear, and would put it on mute, and then she'd say, she'd take it off mute and do whatever she had to do. But the girl never complained, did everything she had to do, and was a complete blessing and honor to have us. But Jasmine, you deserve a letterman and yours. In the parking lot, a young Tiffany and her mom were working out at Northern, and Tiffany said, "How can I become part of your team?" Well, it worked out because she took half of her classes in high school and half at Northern. So Tiffany, I'll never forget that you became the first blessing of kids who could keep going. You became a letterman and get your certificate. A girl out of Santa Fe High School said, "I've never cheered in my life and I don't know what I'm doing, but I'd be more than happy to play your music and get the girls water." But slowly but surely, the girl learned exactly what cheerleading was, and not only did she learn, she said, "Give me a chance, Leo, and instead of being the manager, I'll cheer with them." And I said, "You better not embarrass me." So I said, "Justice, will you work with her?" Every day she worked with her, you would have never known that this girl started off as a manager and became a member of the team. You have also lettered my friend. A girl came up thinking she was one of the hippest kids on campus, because she was, and I met her when I had candy in a dish waiting for kids to come and talk to me. And she said, "I'm from Santa Fe Indian School and we didn't have a cheer team, but trust me, I can dance." I said, "You can dance?" She said, "I can dance. Leo, if you give me a chance, I'll dance for you and I'll dance for this school." And I said, "You'll really do that, Ashley?" She said, "Yes." And I said, "Ashley, come on over, be part of this team." The girl blew out her knee, wore her brace, and still gave me 100%. Ashley, a young mother came with her baby in tow on her hip, had him settled in and said, "Leo, I have a baby, but I think I can be on this cheer team." And I said, "What makes you think you can be on this cheer team?" And she said, "Because I want something better for my son. And what I want better for my son is I'm going to be in college, and I think being part of a team is going to help me." And I said, "What did you do in high school?" She said, "I played volleyball. I've never cheered in my life." I said, if you trust me, I'm going to make you a cheerleader. I'm going to make you a great cheerleader. She became a co-captain and was somebody who was amazing with leadership skills. That's Justice Banquet.